I'm gonna be touching on a more serious topic today, and that is Chutes and Ladders a safe game for children to play? And from my previous experience with playing it, I don't believe it is, because the game is more based on a more strategical outcome, more of a power on, power off type of game. Because when I was a kid, I used to play on my birthday. There would be ladders, but when you would constantly go up and down, I feel like it gives you a bad perspective on life. And really, as a kid, when you're growing up, you shouldn't be worried about a ladder necessarily, but more of winning the game of life. Because a lot of my friends and colleagues, they still have beliefs on being a ladder in this world, where I feel like more of like fighting to win life. Because if you're a chute, then you aren't gonna get too far in life. Because it was like, my teacher used to teach me this all the time, like, if your phone's dying, charge it. But if it's not, then you don't have to worry. And that's the same thing about this game, is if you're going too far up a ladder, then most people don't want to go down, but you're going to have to try some new things every now and then. And if you really want to make it in life, you can't stay on the same peg. You're going to have to keep climbing, and that's just how it's going to be. Another previous talked upon topic that y'all have been asking me is, would I let my kids listen to Snoop Dogg? And now, I don't think it's necessarily wrong for young children to listen to Snoop Dogg. I don't think it's fair to them, though, either. Because Snoop Dogg teaches some philosophies that most grown-ups shouldn't even follow, necessarily teenagers or even infant babies. Because when you're an infant baby, you're smaller than the adult body. And so, from what I've understood, is your brain capacity isn't as large, but your parents kind of want you to develop to be better, necessarily. And that brings me back to Snoop Dogg, because he has some bad things, like bad uses of beliefs and vulgar language, and I don't think you should let your children listen to Snoop Dogg, but more of a Adele, or like your local SoundCloud rappers. But changing with how the world is now doesn't let you be who you want to be, really. And that's why I'm wearing the hat, because it's a hard hat. It makes you continue to think. Because if you stop thinking, then you're not going to be able to go farther in the world and make a change. And that's CD. He's on the Columbia State baseball team. He used to tell me all the time that the more you smirk, the more you want to change. But if you want the one in your life, you have to make it be. And I don't understand what he means by that, but I think he's trying to say that you should, like, grow up your children how you want them to be and make them safe and not have their opinions chosen by another guy or rapper. And my last point I'm gonna make in this video is, I know a lot of professors at my college have been wanting me to be more professional in class because they say I moan and groan too much. But I don't think that's necessarily the case. But back to my point of what I was saying is, I don't know why the government and the senators want to take away the rims on where people have jobs. And I don't know if it's necessarily like where they're going with that, because when you use rims at your jobs, you tend to lick around them. But if you go right into it and you hit it head on and you peck at it, then you're gonna be better, I feel like. And that's where another one of my teammates at my baseball team, we call him Four Eyes for short, but he's really silly. He's actually really weird. His name's Grayson King. He has a really bad disease that I don't want to go farther into depth with, but a lot of y'all know, and a lot of y'all keep thinking about him because we all look forward to him maybe being normal one day and being successful. But when I sleep, I can hear him barking at me. And I don't know if that's by design or how he was born, because he mentioned that he was a C-section patient. And when he touches me at night, I feel violated. But then when it gets worse is when today he was telling me that he's mad I stand up when I pee, and that causes him to get angry. But I feel like majority of males stand up and pee, and I don't understand why he doesn't. But anyways, back to when I was saying about the job, like, I don't think both people should be able to participate. And then when they, especially in the same state usually, because the taxes in both states are usually not similar. I don't know for sure, but that's what we try to do, I think.